Okay, here's what's up. My bike conked out on me. I bought this bike 3 rides ago. Make that 2.5 rides ago. From the original owner. It has 7,500 miles on it. It's a 2010. Here we are in 2023. So it hasn't been ridden much. I think the owner, he was an older guy. I think he parked it in his in-the-house heated garage on the center stand and let it sit for a few years, and the fuel evaporated out and left behind this stuff in the fuel tank. Because the first time I took this bike for a ride, it was starting to hesitate right after I got fuel. Now, he took the machine from the garage. You know, he had it picked up from the garage, and he had brand new tires put on, and he got the state inspection on it. I guess he thought that was necessary to get an interested buyer. But anyway, I appreciate the new tires, and they are new because their date code is 2022. They're not old new tires, they are new tires. Alright, so I take the bike out for a ride, and on the first ride, after bringing it home, it started these little hesitations. It's in my first video, which is on YouTube. Alright, I thought it might have been the throttle position sensor. That's what I was kind of blaming it on, so I started doing some research on problems with this bike. What have people been complaining about, posting problems with these bikes, because they've been around a long time, especially in Europe, where the riders over there are motorcyclists. They use these things. The price of fuel, I'm sure, has a lot to do with it, but they love this bike over in Europe. When it was a 650 and now it's a 700. And I just saw this morning they come out with an 1100 NT. But anyway, so I looked up known issues, and there are 2. The water pump going bad. They think it is from abrasion from the silicates in the Honda very special coolant they have pumping through its veins. I've heard of that before. High silicate ethylene glycol coolant antifreeze is abrasive to the impeller shaft and the seal. So you have to make sure you get specific. There's like 5 different kinds of antifreeze now, you know, aluminum compatible. I remember hearing on the trucker channel on Sirius Radio, one of the truck manufacturers, I don't know if it was Peterbilt or Mack, but they were advising truckers on that channel. The spokesman for the company said to use the orange antifreeze because you never have to change it. So anyway, that's when I learned there are so many different kinds. But these bikes have a history of water pump seal failures, and the other one is the spark plug caps. They get baked in that hostile environment, which is not just this bike. That's a lot of bikes. I always use silicone grease anytime I'm under the tank changing spark plugs on anything. Let's see if I got it right here. Yeah, right here. I use silicone grease on all my spark plug wires and caps, and I put it inside the cap where the spark plug goes so they don't stick, and it waterproofs them and kind of helps them from drying out so fast. But they say they're a problem. They were considering doing a worldwide recall on those spark plug caps on this bike, but they just didn't. It wasn't a widespread problem. It was mostly in countries where the temperatures exceed 90 degrees for a great deal of time. But anyway, there were no issues with the fuel pump or the fuel pump filter on the internet. So I think when I looked in there, I have a video here on YouTube of what it looks like inside the fuel tank. I stuck a skinny flashlight and one of my cameras, my Prism tube camera, which is about the size of a roll of nickels, down in there. And I saw stuff still floating around, even though I had siphoned out the gas. That's where I got that crap there in that bottle. So now I am running my fuel. I had pulled all the fuel out and put it in that gas can. Then I pumped it back in using this pump. And now it's in there, and I sloshed it around for a while, and now I'm pumping the fuel out through a filter and then right back in. And look what I got so far. It's a lot of crap in there. There's a lot there between the pleats. So this is working. But anyway, I just thought I would do this little video to show a way, it's not the only way, it's a way to clean the fuel, to maybe siphon out, vacuum the inside of your fuel tank without removing it. Now I am going to remove the tank and take out the fuel pump and clean that filter and inspect it. Who knows, it may have a hole in it. All right, another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put these ball bearings in the fuel tank and slosh it around. I'm not going to shake it. I'm just going to let these roll around in maybe for an hour or half an hour or whatever. I'm just going to have to rock it back and forth and see how much stuff these balls can loosen. I'm going to use steel balls so that I can retrieve them with a magnet if necessary. So this is working, and that's where I'm at right now. I've not tried to start the bike since I drained the fuel out. It's late in the season here. It's okay, Chuck. You're ruining my video, buddy. He has that dog esophagus collapse syndrome. Nothing you can do about it. Anyway, this is working, filtering the fuel this way. I got this fuel pump on eBay for $8 or $9 free shipping, a 12-volt pump, and a couple bucks for this filter. And I'm moving. Of course, I have a fire extinguisher ready, and I'm moving this around. I've already sloshed the gas that I put back in around. All right, and every once in a while I hit a pocket of something, and then I'll see a lot of debris in that fuel in the filter cloud up. So this is a stiff hose. This is too flexible to do this. It won't go where I want it. Anyway, that's where I'm at today. I will show you the results. I also got replacement covers. The guy that I bought this from dropped it on both sides, and they're obviously work pretty well because just the edge of the mirror and those bumper covers, they were $8 or $9, $7 or $8 a piece, and they had them in stock. I got them on eBay from a company called Partzilla. One word. So that's where I'm at now. I'm filtering the crap out of the fuel before I remove the tank. And at that time I am going to change the spark plugs, silicone the spark plug wires, adjust the valves, change the coolant, inspect the water pump, change the fork oil, and anything else I feel like doing. So that's what's up now. I'll see you there.